So the last thing I would say is how do we keep ego in check? I think one of the things we got to do is we got to get off social media as much as humanly possible, right? So this is Glacier Bay in Alaska. It's very hard to be obsessed with yourself when you are looking at the beauty or the majesty of something much bigger than yourself, right? Meanwhile, you're staring at the alerts of your phone and you do feel important and you do feel distracted, and it's hard to think about the big picture. When you are meticulously monitoring everything that everyone is saying about you, that's a problem. When you have this device in your pocket where you tweet and say everything that pops in your head, particularly when you're angry, when you're upset, when you've been hurt, right? That's a bad position to be in. We often say things we regret out of ego, but instead of saying them privately, we've now said them in front of all of the entire world on social media, and that's where we get ourselves in trouble. So I urge you guys to sort of step out of your bubble, to step away from technology, to even step away from football. Have something the opposite of football that allows you to center yourself on a regular basis. I live in Texas on a small farm, and every morning I go for a long walk. I watch the sun come up, and in this moment I'm not me, the author. I'm not someone who's ambitious. I'm just out there sort of equal to everyone else in the world. And this is an important centering experience for me. And Neil deGrasse Tyson is saying when we look up at the sky, we feel very small, but we also feel connected to something larger than ourselves. This is my donkey. His name is Buddy. I bought him on Craigslist. He cost $100. And when I walk out and I see him, he's just standing there. He just stands there. He just doesn't do anything. He just stands there. And it's funny, when I first got him, I would just sort of laugh, like I thought he's just really dumb, that he just stands there, he doesn't do anything. And then I realized, like, this is his job, right? Like, as long as he doesn't die, that's a pretty successful day for him, right? And so he's not beating himself up, he's not comparing himself against other people, he's not whipping himself, he's not checking how many Twitter followers or Instagram followers he has, he's not fighting the other donkeys, he's just fully being himself. He's experiencing sort of complete stillness and completeness, even if only for a few minutes. I keep this coin in my pocket, it says memento mori, and there's a quote from Marcus Aurelius. He says, "You could leave life right now, let that determine what you do and say and think." To me, that's the ultimate antidote to ego, is remembering how short life is, to remember how lucky we are to even be alive in this moment, and then to sort of fully be present and appreciate all of it, and to not waste a second of it thinking that I'm better or superior or worse than any other person alive. So thank you guys very much.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe below for more content from us at Daily Stoic.